proud to announce from Zurich, Men's League Switzerland, U.S. program, Austin Matthews.
It felt unbelievable putting on the jersey. Such a storied franchise, so it was a big honor. Well, I mean, hockey's a team game, so there's really no savior. I want to be an impact player. I believe I can be a franchise centerman, the #1 centerman in the NHL, so that's my ultimate goal.
Oh, yeah, congrats. Cheers, goalie.
What kind of pressure will there be for an American-born player to be the face of a Canadian franchise?
I don't think there's any player that's going to be the face of this franchise. The logo will be the face of this franchise.
I think when I look at the players, I see that they recognize that there are jobs available and that it's suddenly become very competitive for those jobs. We had a lot of guys in early, prior to training camp, much earlier than we've had in the past. More players, the gym was full, the ice was full.
It's great to see. There's a lot of young guys pushing for spots, kind of keeps us on our toes. Last year, we kind of built a foundation and certain expectations of what it means to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. And it's kind of building that culture, and all the young guys have really embraced it.
Unlike maybe last year where we brought in some veteran guys on one-year deals, this year we kept spots open because we expected that those spots were going to be taken by the players that we've brought up through this organization.
It's been really exciting. Everybody's trying to build off last year, just trying to get better and trying to help this team win. So it's really competitive. We have a lot of guys fighting for a lot of spots.
Halifax this year was a little different. Obviously missing the head coach. We had guys playing in the World Cup, and obviously a lot younger group this year with guys like Marner and Nylander. They're exciting to play with and watch. It's harder and harder to stay in the league as you get older, and I think guys know that and kind of assume leadership roles a lot earlier in their careers, and obviously with our team being so young, I think that's kind of happened. I'd like to be a guy that, if someone's struggling, to step in there and say, hey, just relax, have fun, just keep doing what you're doing.
Playing a man's game, it can seem like, you don't fit in all the time. So I do remember that like it was yesterday. So there's a lot of anxiousness, a lot of nervousness. But, I had some, luckily I had some older guys on the team to kind of calm me down and, really show me the way. And as an older guy, I want to be able to be a good role model and, show them, what playing in the NHL is really about, because it is a privilege, it is an honor. That's probably the most important thing is the bonding time you get. There's certain guys you definitely get to know and a lot of new friendships made, but I think that's one of the main reasons why we go out there.
I've played close to 500 games in the NHL, so I know what to expect in an 82-game season and the ups and downs that come with it. Things don't always go well and things don't always go perfect, and with a lot of young guys on this team, it's up to the veteran guys to help them through that. You need to be there for one another, whether away from the rink, at the rink, whatever guys are going through. You always got to stick together and be a family and make sure that they're feeling good about their game and feeling good about being on the ice.
The veterans, when I came up, I think the main thing that I take away from them is just the attitude that they bring to the rink. Whether they have a bad game or a good game, the next day they have a positive attitude and always try to help the team win, and I think that's something that that they definitely show and they bring to the rink every day, and it's extremely important.
Well, guys, thanks for coming out. Welcome on board.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure.
Glad to have you guys here.
You're the old guy now, right? Yeah. Yeah, old man on the team. 27 years old. Feel like a grandpa.
I think we really get to a good place when it's not about us having to protect our players, but they know how to protect themselves. They protect each other. The peer pressure in the room, that there are no finish lines till you actually get to the true finish line, which is winning the Stanley Cup. And that it's great, again, to have fun on the journey getting there, but we're not here to celebrate anything less than that.
World Cup of Hockey had an opportunity to show some great young talent. Morgan Riley for the Leafs and Austin Matthews as well.
The sheer size of this young man is amazing, and how fast he is and how talented he is. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him pulling on that jersey for the first time.
Yeah, me and Austin had a chance to kind of, spend some good quality time together, for about a month now with the World Cup training camp and the tournament. So we've had a chance to go for dinner and stuff in Toronto, and, I think he's going to handle the pressure just fine. He's one of those guys that will manage his expectations, but he's going to be a big part of this team this year.
But, it's just nice to get out there, with everybody and just kind of get going.
I mean, as you mature as a player and you get older, you have to be willing to take on a responsibility. And I mean, I came in when I was 19, and I mean, I didn't have the pressure that these guys do. I think that I just tried to enjoy it, and I just tried to play the best I could. And it's good that it's not just, one guy. I mean, it's Austin, obviously, Marner as well, and Nylander. I think that, it's great that they get to go through it together. But for them, I think the most important thing is that, they just worry about playing hockey. We got a lot of new faces for sure, and I think that pushes everybody, not just the young guys. When you get that vibe going in training camp early, I mean, it could really go a long way.
We got lots of good young players. I think we got enough veterans to help them out. So we're going to have some really interesting decisions over the next week here. We're going to watch our guys and play our guys a lot, and we'll figure it out. We're a work in progress, so I just think that we should get used to winning around here instead of used to losing, and expect to win and expect to compete hard enough to win. There's 30 teams in the National Hockey League right now that all think they have a chance. They're all optimistic like us. I mean, everyone thinks they're good. Well, let's find out.
I'm pretty anxious to finally get going. So, I mean, we got a lot of young guys here, so we're all kind of going through similar things. So it's going to be an exciting night.
The Battle of Ontario, and for the first time in franchise history, the Maple Leafs will open up a regular season in Ottawa. No fewer than 6 rookies in the lineup here tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Now it'll be interesting to see how all of these young kids are able to adapt to the speed of the game and everything else going forward. Leaf fans are really looking forward to number 34 having a big-time campaign, and let's get it going tonight with a goal maybe and get them off on the right foot.
The future will take care of itself if we take care of the present.
This is Matt Martin for the Leafs. Doing a little dance there with Mark Borowiecki.
That's what Mike is doing, and that's what our players are doing, and everybody else throughout the organization. I just want to see us getting better and improving and building. And sometimes it takes young players a long time, and that's okay. And sometimes it happens right away, and that's fantastic too. There's no one set measurement that we're looking for. It's just continually marching forward till we get where we want to be.
For Matthews! Oh, and he had a great chance. Another shot by Nylander. Centered in front. They score! They score! Austin Matthews opens the scoring. Welcome to the NHL. Matthews on the left wing, got it in over the line and stole it again. He's going to the net shot. He scores! Austin Matthews banks it off the post and in. Never mind one. Let's have two. Right with another shot, he scores. Do you believe this? Holy Mackinac, he's got three. And the ice is littered with haps here in Ottawa. My goodness. Here's Matthews with Nylander, 2-on-1. Back to Matthews. He scores! Austin Matthews, 4 goals. The kid's on fire.
You know, we're all part of history tonight because we're here, obviously. And from my perspective, since I've been the Leafs coach, that's the best night I've had since I've been here by 10 miles, not even close. You know, a pretty good night for us. Do we want the other point? Absolutely. The way we controlled the puck and controlled the game, you got to win. We didn't. We're fortunate that we have them, and yet we can be way, way better than we were tonight. We're going to get way better.